Hey, what up, world? You know what it is, man. This your boy Sean from Big Rigs Rolling, and I'm just chopping it up with a very, very good near and dear friend of mine, man. DK, go on and introduce yourself to the world.
Hey, my name's DK. I'm from Atlanta, and I'm a truck driver for Nelson Logistics.
Absolutely. So, we just gonna dialogue a little bit and just chop it up like we always do, and give some people some information, education, insight, enlightenment, and direction. You know what I mean? Because it might be somebody that never thought about the trucking industry like you gonna make them think about it.
Right.
And it might be somebody somewhere that want to get in the trucking industry, but they don't know somebody like me or somebody like you is in it. They might see it in a different form, shape, or fashion. You know what I mean? So, how did you first get into the industry?
Well, when I first started in the trucking, I think I went about it because I wanted more freedom. I wanted to be able to see the world and, make money at the same time. And with that being said, I think everybody should see the world before, they get older or up in life. You feel what I'm saying? And trucking is the way to see different ways of different cities that people live. People live different ways in different cities. As far as Chicago, Michigan, up north, down south, or even out west, you know what I'm saying? And it give you like a cultivated way that the world turns. You feel what I mean?
Absolutely.
I like trucking. I like traveling back and forth from the west coast to the east coast, up and down, and you know what I'm saying, continue to go about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, when you say more freedoms, a lot of people will look at trucking like it's taking away some of their freedoms. Can you elaborate on that?
I was delivering to a warehouse yesterday or the day before, and the dude at the security, he was like, man, he was an older cat. He was like, man, I've been doing this for years, like over 15 years. And he was like, but I don't want to lose my job, so I stay in line with the rules and regulations that go on around him. Mm-hmm. And I thought about it because I used to work in the warehouse, you know what I'm saying? And I used to have the same type of job, and I used to be like, oh man, nervous, or man, I hope they like me, or I want to keep my job. I want to do anything to keep my job. And truck driving give you more freedom to keep your job. Go and come and clock in, clock out whenever you want to.
That's it. Cause you really your own boss and your own. And you in the truck. Your boss ain't gonna be with you in the truck everywhere you go.
Really,
so you your own boss.
Yeah. You tell your boss, hey, I'm not feeling like leaving at this time, or I don't drive in the morning time. I drive at night. It's all accustomed to how you want it.
Right.
And I think that'll be a big fit for anybody who like freedom, or enjoy to move and come how they choose to. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Without no big brother standing over the shoulder. Cause the guy at the warehouse, he did make a statement like, well, I'm standing here talking to you too long. I'm like, for real? He was like, yeah, the big brother, and he did it head like that. The big brother is watching us, the cameras, and I'm like, wow. And I thought for that minute, I was like, man, I used to be the same dude. You know what I'm saying? I used to be that same guy.
So in the transition from being that guy to the guy you are now, what are some of the freedoms that you look back and now you glad you had that you didn't have then? Cause people everywhere. Right. So just like right now we're in Clarksville, Arkansas.
Right.
You pulled up last night. Somebody came and got you.
Right.
You go see your family everywhere. Right. You know people everywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? So what are some of the freedoms that you enjoy now being a truck driver for Nelson Logistics that you didn't when you was a factory worker for somebody else company?
I got a cousin that stay in Raleigh, North Carolina. I ain't seen him in over 20 years, and it was an honor and a blessing to see my mama's sister, baby son, that I ain't seen in over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I got a great auntie in Arkansas. I told her I was out here. She want to come get me and everybody with me and cook or something to eat. Nah, it ain't like that, auntie. So it's like I get to see people while I'm working. You feel what I'm saying? People that I keep in touch with on the phone. I got a sister in Las Vegas. Hopefully, you know, one time I get to take a trip out there and see her. Which, when I was working in the warehouse, I have to trip plan. I have to find me a flight, find me a hotel, and go about it like that. When in trucking, I can make money going to see these people that I ain't seen in over 100 years. You know, people I probably wouldn't have never got to see no more for the rest of my life if I wasn't in trucking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand fully. So let's get into some of the more interesting facts and things that people don't know about trucking.
Right.
What's some of the funniest shit you've seen on the road or just working as a trucker?
The most funniest thing I've seen, I would have to say, what be funny to me is like when people get emotional over the job. You feel what I'm saying? There's so much freedom on the job that you shouldn't get emotional over nothing really. You feel what I'm saying? Cause anything, as long as you living the breath of God in your life, anything can overturn to a better state. You feel what I mean?
Absolutely. So what do most people get funny acting about? What are they getting mad about on the job?
Another thing I noticed, like when I was talking to dude who was working at the warehouse, I used to be like him. He was like his other dude, the other guy that was working with him, his team player. You know, he came out with a more aggressive tone. He was like, "Hey, pull your truck over there. Hey, you got to go over there."
Yeah.
But it's really not that serious.
We done all been there.
Yeah, cause soon as he don't do the right thing, you know, what he's so passionate about,
somebody else gonna be doing that same thing.
Man, them folks gonna let him go, and he gonna be sitting at home, and what he should be saying, man, I shouldn't even worry about that dude pulling that truck over there like that, man.
Said 16 inches, I made him scoot over.
Now look at me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I shouldn't even worry about that woman when she was coming in with her paperwork or the signature, you know? Cause really it's out your hand, but like I said, trucking, it makes you your own boss. You feel what I mean?
Yeah, it makes you boss stuff.
You're not gonna fire yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Well, some people do and some people have. Because I've never fired anybody. I've never had to fire anybody. I've never had to look for a driver ever. All my drivers refer me to other drivers.
Right. I like
that's
this
where
guy.
you came from,
man,
right?
I like this guy. This is my dude.
Oh, stop it.
This my dude. Real talk, man.
Stop it. So look, before we get into that, I'm gonna one of the funny things, and this is a real funny fact. One of the funny things that happened to me while I was on the road, we was in I don't even know, when I first started, I started with a guy, brother Nolan, and he was over the road before, and I kind of like hired him to like team just to train me. You know what I'm saying? Because all I did, I just bought a truck and was like, let's go. So he kind of trained me. He semi-trained me, and we had problems sliding a tandem. Everybody in there probably had this problem. We had problems sliding a tandem. I don't remember where we was at. I think we was on our way to Laredo, but we was having problems. It was kind of drizzling a little bit. I had a big old flashlight. We up under there. We trying to stop and jerk, and use the chocks and use the curb and all this. And we both sitting under the looking up at the tandems, and we hear from behind. It was like, "Hey, y'all good?" And we was like, "Nah, man, we can't slide these motherfucking tandems, man. We've been out here for 2 hours trying to get the right hole so we can get the right way so we can get the hell up out of here." And he was like, "Well, where y'all going?" And we looking at the dang thing, and we like, we headed to Laredo. He was like, "Well, you can just duck the scales. I'll tell you how to get there." So we was like, "Man, we don't know about that, man." So we both get up, and there's a big old like 6 foot something white boy, but he got on heels and a wig and a dress. You know what I'm saying? And we was like, whoa. okay, you
Too
know what
much,
I'm saying?
yeah,
So,
too much.
so he was like, yeah. So how long y'all been trucking? And we like, man, look, we got to get out of here.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? But
right.
you know, long story short, it was just funny at the time when it happened. But I'm sure
Matter of fact,
Brother Nolan remember that as well.
I got a funny time in trucking that I had. I had to go to New Mexico months ago, right? I went to Mexico. I had got lost. I was deep off into Mexico, and one thing I noticed when I was in Mexico, I was going down the road and I saw 50 mailbox right down this side. I saw 50 mailbox down that side, but I ain't see nothing but flat land, no houses, no nothing. You feel what I mean? And I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Where the houses at, or where the people at, or whatnot? And all of a sudden, as I keep on going, I'm just noticing, like, Hispanics just coming from, like, off in the back, you know what I'm saying? And I knew then I ain't want to stop. I don't know what they got going on. I don't want to know. You feel what I'm saying? I know I want to get back up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I found that like real peculiar because you know it was 50 mailboxes but no houses, and I tell everybody that story too. It was none.
So once again, we was talking about you work for Nelson Logistics.
Yes. One thing I have to say about my guy and the company, I call him the boss of bosses. That's what I tell everybody in my little world. And the reason I say that because he give you freedom to operate at your own leisure. You feel what I'm saying? What's comfortable for you. Really, my guy put you in a boss position. You feel what I'm saying? To take care of everything on your own, handle it on your own. And if you also need somebody to touch your hand, my homeboy ain't got no problem touching your hand. You know, I done got in sticky situations, and you know, he done got me out. You feel me? And I like my dude. I never had this much freedom or this much grounded with somebody like I'm with my guy. You know what I'm saying? My guy can ask me for work. He can ask me for outside of work. And you know, it wouldn't be a problem for me, because if it weren't for him, you know, I wouldn't have had the mind frame that I got now to say, you know, I can't go back to no warehouse job. Come on, dude, he done spoiled me. You feel what I mean? Even if I don't work for him, I'm more independent to go get my own now. You feel what I'm saying? Or go start my own. You feel what I mean? And I admire my guy for that. No homo. I love my guy for that. You know, real talk. For real, for real. This is my dude. For real.
So when you first got started, like, you know, what has changed from like day one to now? Have anything changed? Got better? Got worse? Or came and gone? Or
Yeah.
anything?
To me, it's more deeper than like a trucking. My guy gave me a peace of mind to say, look, he didn't say it, but you know, you could do this if this is what you really want to do. You feel what I mean? On a whole different platform, or wherever you want to take it to in your head. You know what I'm saying? If you sit down and do the paperwork and the necessary steps, you can achieve whatever you're trying to accomplish, you know? And
Absolutely.
yeah, watching you, my guy, it motivates me to say, I think I'm bigger than the world. Like anything that they do, I could do. You feel what I'm saying? That company or them people over there. And I never had that type of mind frame. I was thinking like Buddy in the warehouse. Oh man, you know, Big Boy, he watching over us now. He looking at us. I can't be out here talking to you that long. And that was like a real eye opener for me. You're like, wow, you know, like the same thing that big companies quote unquote do, I could do. Absolutely. You know, and that's what my guy taught me. But if I hadn't met my guy, you hadn't schooled me on these certain aspects, I'd have still been that dude in the warehouse. You know, and I just told somebody else today, like, even if it don't work, I can't see myself ever just going back to the warehouse, or even going to get a regular, not even a regular, what considered quote unquote regular job, a cashier or working at Walmart. You know, I can't never see myself doing that no more, because I have been raised up, elevated so much to be independent on my own that I can never do that. I can never work for a company or a person or anything. You feel what I mean? And I owe all that to my guy. My guy.
Man, I appreciate that.
For real. You elevate my mind frame to this.
I appreciate that. Is there anything you want to tell the people about you or about me or about us that they don't know?
Nelson Logistics, man. If you looking, go, my man. He making big moves, man. Like, really, I am happy to be a part of what he got going on. He could call it Boo Boo Logistics. I'm still down. Whatever he down with, I'm down with it too, you know? And, like, I don't know. I can't see myself, and I ain't toot no horn. I ain't with my guy. I don't care, you know. I deal with facts, you know what I'm saying? Straight facts. I can't do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I can't be nowhere else. I can't leave my dude and go work for a trucking company, because he done raised me up so high to see like what's going on with this, you know. And I'd have never been inclined to this. I was satisfied with a paycheck, you know. But you know, now I'm trying to have my own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because of my guy.
Absolutely.
You know?
So where you see yourself moving forward?
Me personally, me moving forward, I see it's through my guy. You feel? Just facts, you know, real talk. This is the only way I'm gonna get it, because we have a bond that we done established to, I could talk to him like a brother, but you know, it's still business. You know, we can't sugarcoat it. You know, we still up under business, but I'm soaking it up from him. You know, everything I see you move, every transition you get, you know, I'm sitting there, you know, taking notes, because before I saw you do it, I ain't seen nobody else do it. You feel what I mean? Nobody else. So, you know, it's all a lesson learned, step by step. Everything that you trying to figure out. The part that I didn't know, sit back watching you. Okay, all right. I see my man, okay. And I know the steps that I got to take for me if it ever me venturing off or whatnot. But I feel like I'm grounded. I am, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. Yeah. I ain't going nowhere else until it's like transpired to my own thing, you know? For sure.
Like, and you probably should have started the conversation off like this, but like you say you from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Right. So, where do you come from Atlanta? Where you come from?
I come from a little rural area, considered as the west side of Atlanta. It's a lot of poverty, a lot of whatnot's going on. You know, a lot of rappers that's my friends that I don't even want to mention, because, you know, they already got the publicities that they need. But, you know, we see them on an everyday basis. And in Atlanta, the west side of Atlanta, you know, it's only one way for a guy like me to come up. You feel what I'm saying? It's only, well, it could be many ways, but you know what I'm saying? Our mind is subject just to one thing. You know, we just want to ball. You feel what I'm saying? That's it. But, you know, I had to like adjust myself maturity-wise to see like the things that was going on can't last forever. It don't last forever. You feel what I mean? So I end up giving me a house, purchasing it on the east side with the old folks, you know what I'm saying? And my neighbors, they be coming out, hey, you know, I never been in an environment like that. I like that, you know, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? You need me to cut your grass now? Hey, you don't gotta give me nothing.
Right.
You know, yeah, I like that. I like that type of living. And with that being said, like I said, due to my guy, it's like a gap in to where I'm from, to what I got, to where I'm finna get, and my guy gonna fill in the gap for me. He might not know it, but this the guy finna fill in the gap for me, like for real. Like it's a gap right there, and this the guy who finna fill it in. But I don't have no desire to go home. I got a house in Atlanta, but I don't have no desire to go home because, like, I like trucking.
And that's where the money at, right?
That's where the money at.
As long as them wheels is rolling,
As long
you
as
making
the
money.
wheels rolling, you making your money.
Easy money. You know
Easy.
what I mean? Is it, let's say there's a young boy or girl that was where you were, you know what I mean? And or you could talk to your old self.
Right.
What would you say to him?
A lot of people be scared of trucking because they look at this big machine and be like, man, I can't drive that, man, I'm not finna be good dealing with that. But it's really like, you know, driving a long car. You feel what I mean? A long car. And you know, I had that same type of mentality until I got behind the wheel, and I was like, man, this ain't nothing, man. Look at this. You feel what I'm saying? So I like when I go back home or when I see the young guys that I know, you know, I tell them, hey man, you ever thought about trucking? You know, and I tell them like the attributes, and I sell a dream in a minute. You feel what I'm saying? I have them ready to go, you know.
They ready to hop in the truck without their CDL.
Yeah, they be ready to hop in the truck.
Take me with you, DK.
Yeah, nah, you can't go with me. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you ever had an opportunity, I don't know no other better way to get in trucking than Nelson Logistics. That ain't me selling no type of pitch or whatever. This is facts, cause I'm straight from West Side Atlanta, where you don't have nothing, you don't come up with nothing, and that's where they want to leave you at, with nothing. But like I said, my homeboy, he showed me an opportunity. Like, I could do this. I'm nobody. West Side Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I could do this. My guy even told me, like I even told my guy, I'm like, you know, I want to do this in Atlanta. And he came with the facts, you know. Well, you know, it ain't really popping like that, bro. You can if you want to, though. And that's how you know somebody real. When they say, hey, you do what you want to, but it ain't really popping down there like that. You feel what I mean? You can do whatever you want to, but, you know, okay, then my guy, he ain't gonna steer me wrong. He ain't gonna tell me nothing that's not valid. You feel what I mean? So they even scratched that, you know what I'm saying? I was looking for spots in Atlanta, you know? Yeah. And then I just, you know, put it on hold, still looking, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm straight. Yeah. I'm good at the moment.
Yeah, well, you know, this is, like I said, you know, first interview with DK. I'm sure it'll be the first of many. You know what I mean? We'll keep you updated on his status and his growth. Stay posted. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah. All of those good things.
But we're gonna have more. What you tell about you, my guy? How you get started in the truck?
That's a long story, man. That's a long story. I gotta wait for somebody to interview me. It might be DK.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might be DK. You know, because it's an elaborate story. You know, it's a lot of peaks and valleys. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's an 11% incline and decline on that motherfucker. Wow. You feel me? So yeah. But you know, it's necessary. So I promise you guys, I'll give you an in-depth interview. It might be an hour long. So get you some popcorn and some water.
And that's what you gotta stay posted for. You staying posted for his interview.
Yeah,
you know
man.
What I'm saying? Cause that's the blueprint.
Yeah, absolutely.
Blueprint that don't nobody got. Cause if it was, it'd be so and so logistic, not Nelson.
You know, so just me, you know, Sean, DK.
My guy.
Signing out. You already know what it is. Big rigs rolling. Keep them big rigs rolling.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's your boy Sean. They call me Trucker. You already know, man. So we gonna keep them big rigs rolling, keep making this money. And you know, once again, it's big rigs rolling and it's easy money. Signing out from Clarksville, Arkansas. And I'll see you guys soon. Stay posted.
Stay posted.